All right, just got these in from Target, good Target. And I'm going to open one right away. We're going to get right into these. So obviously some people have seen these around. They had the hobbies that started at like $1,200 and they've dropped all the way down now. You do have some different variations and options that are numbered too. Of course, they don't list the odds, so I don't know how much of this they're printing at this point. But sure looks like a big box. But essentially, you're getting 5 packs, 7 cards per pack. So let's get right into it and see what to expect. Still the good old great Metal Universe design. Oh, we got a Trey Lance. So again, this isn't licensed, so everything is going to have, you know, t-shirts, jerseys, polo shirts, stuff like that. So that's still a cool Trey Lance though. A metallized. So technically that would be a Trey Lance rookie, I guess you would say. Lopez, fresh foundation. So then we have the difference. So there's the say probably bronze. So that's kind of the crappy part about when they don't list what the variations are. Chloe Kim. Stan Smith. Moses Moody. I know it's not a huge checklist anyways. Tiger Woods. So we're going to have some of these cards in the middle, of course. Scotty Barnes. That's kind of my favorite basic design. Isaiah Todd. Mac Jones. Again, they have kind of a texture to them too, for all these different variations of, you know, bronze. I mean, there's almost too many. That's why it's fun. They look cool, but it is a little harder to gauge. Try to figure out what's what in these. Caldwell. Other fresh foundations. What do we got here? Intimidation Nation. Shane Wright. They kind of have Metal Universe in hockey already, so I guess they really didn't need that. Kyle Pitts. Najee Harris. Wu Yu. Tim Grover. So it is kind of funny seeing all these players and such essentially in street clothes on the cards. Richardson, kind of a bent corners up here. Riff Raff, looks like we're getting a Jalen Green too here. Good. I'm kind of glad I got 2 of these. The basketball. These Skybox Premium are sharp. Of course, it's Metal Universe Champions, so it's kind of surprising to see those in here, anyways. A T-Law, fresh foundation. And then Jalen Johnson. Yeah, so there's definitely a variety. I'll go through the side of the box then after we've opened this first one. I mean, it's kind of the way they throw them in backwards and stuff. It's a little harder to. Montero, another Mac Jones. That's that, I'd say bronze. I don't think that's gold. We got a Wayne Gretzky. cool. Toby Miller. An AI on there too. So box number 2. It'd be cool just to see a numbered variation as we're opening this one up. So you're going to see you have your base. I mean, I guess it does say metallized 1 out of 2. Then the rest, fresh foundation 1 out of 2, base set. So it does give you some of the odds. So most of these you're just going to see that are going to be pretty common. Unless you get like the Jambalaya Platinum Portrait, stuff like that too. Or I'm sure like the autograph type stuff. So yeah, usually when you see the lower end odds, you're almost getting those 1 per box is what it's looking like from what it looked like on the deal. So there's your fresh foundation again, Osaka. Adley Rushman. Trey Sermon. Well, we saw the Woo Yu, and these are your 2 base in the back. Toby Miller. Caldwell. Laura Shambu. So yeah, just be interesting to see if we can get some type of hit. This Moody, Jalen Waddle. There we go. Blast Furnace. I would say that looks like a considered hit. We'll look it up here. PJ Boston. Blast Furnace. Oh, 1 out of 6. So even that isn't even considered. Even though it looks, having the all black card made me think of some of the other cards that you can hit. Another Tiger. So again, our Chloe Kim. I'll have a lot of these to sleeve up once we're done. Tiger Woods. Shane Wright. Metallized. There we go. Michael Jordan. I'm a huge Jordan fan. So we won't waste any time sleeving that one up. It's kind of the reason why to buy these boxes, right? He's on the front. I'd say looking at the way the cards look, that Justin Fields is probably one of the more unique, but it's, again, it doesn't really look like the old traditional metal universe. Stan Smith. There's that Scotty Barnes, and then Trey Lance, Jonathan Kuminga. Box number 3. As expected, we're not seeing nothing too huge. I'm sure it's said everything is like a lottery with sports cards nowadays. But this way, you can see kind of what to expect out of blasters. Some of the typical inserts. Kind of said it's very repetitive. So we're seeing a couple of base. Kispert, Justin Fields. Oh, looks like we're getting another Monte Smith, Sky Brown. Yeah, those Blast Furnace are pretty cool cards. I can say that. Right. Jalen Green. Let's put that one with those. Lebron. Again, it's probably hard to get these in good condition. I know I mentioned that on before, but to get them in mint, these aren't as bad as I saw in some of the hobbies of some of the big cards that were pulled. Josh Christopher. Franz Wagner. Lexi Thompson. Suo. Metalize. Roberto Campos. Another LeBron. And so it's essentially most of the cards have the same pictures, just on different variations of the cards. Arc Weld. Kind of a cool insert. Rushman. Another Justin Fields. Yeah, so I mean, really the main thing, we got one pack left, but it's just the different variation. Again, it's kind of different than the metal universe that we all are used to, besides for it to be unlicensed. Still very cool looking cards. Whitney. Looks like that's about all we're getting. Nothing too crazy for hits, that's for sure. But you can't expect that out of these retail. The one thing to keep in note is your PMGs, your precious metal gems, that's cool, Griffey, are not in these. So these you can get the Jambalaya and Platinum Portrait, but your precious metals gems, which are the number that are probably the most significant for value, you do not get in these. You only get them in hobby. And hobby prices have dropped down under 500, so if they got down to a few $100, then it might be worth picking up a couple of those rather than a bunch of the blasters. But you only get, like I said, so many options in here. So they do have the copper, which is 1 out of 2. They do have some gold, some different options. So there is your Metal Universe Champions Edition.